Lynn looks very sleepy. I was talking to you, lady.
Well, hello. Let's do the usual thing and sort out the spotlighting on here, so that way then it's looking a bit better. Hope everyone's had a wonderful week. It's been quite eventful at my end. I've had so much to do. I'm tired out. It's all good. And Robert's been busy as well, haven't you, Robert?
There isn't a day that we aren't busy, but we love what we do. That's the most important part.
Yeah, we've got some exciting updates coming up, which some of it we can share in all the groups, and some of it will only get shared for you inner circle members. So if anyone who isn't in the inner circle who wants to join, they can go to dfymagicthemes.com/live4u, and that takes you through to the right page to be able to sign up and come in here. But good evening to everyone. We've got Barry, Bernard, Colin, Edward, Lynn, and Don in so far. So hello. Some others will obviously hop in as we go along. And next week, Robert, I'm actually going to be from a secret location.
I know you're going to be the wandering nomad.
Yeah, I'm very lucky, taking a bit of time out next week to spend some time with some family members and then broadcast live from, because kids are on holiday. But I won't be broadcasting from my office at the top of the garden next week. So all will be revealed. So no, it's really good. I hope everyone's keeping well and keeping up with at least doing one task regularly. I hope that's what you guys are aiming to do. It's always difficult taking action when you work on your own. That's why we do the weekly calls all the time for you guys. Is there any particular you want to update at the minute, Robert, which you can give away to all groups?
Well, just the advances that we're constantly making on the build. The improvements are profound, I would say. The opportunities are getting better and better for the individuals that have the Done For You Magic themes, because we have, included in the footer the ability to contact the web designer of the site, which can go to the admin of the site build, or eventually you could change out that address to go to you, and it stays it's a different contact form than the actual contact form of the website. So it's another way to have a banner that's constantly being used to sell your services. And I saw that actually. It's interesting looking at all of these things at a perspective of the customer. So I have an interest in replacing some of the upstairs windows in our own home because they're not hurricane proof windows. And I hate doing second story stuff when there's a storm coming and you're on the clock, so to speak, of having everything done. So we're looking at that. So I simply went in and something caught my eye and I clicked on an ad, and lo and behold, I am the most popular guy in the world for home improvement windows. I am getting ads and solicitations and phone call, and it's like, dang, these guys are good. They are all over it. It's fast. So that's the opposite side of what we're doing, right? We're all doing that for our own clients and ourselves. So looking at that, what I noticed was the website build for the home improvement went, it was a very nice looking website. So I took the time to actually look at it. It had, well, Stephen, I showed it to you. So it had like what, 80% of what we do in our builds was on that site. Now they had some extra stuff in it that it was like overselling almost, different brands and extra stuff that wasn't relevant to what they did. But evidently it looks like as I said to Stephen, the people that are looking at these sites don't look at sites every day. So to them, it's like an authority site because it has all these extra logos and pictures of other companies and who represents them and all that other crap. But at the end of the day, and yes, Edward, I agree with you, and it is going to go on the list, especially if I do my own windows, because I'll be taking pictures of the stuff. And we'll just put it right into the DFY stuff. But yeah, big niche right there, because it's not cheap. So again, it's just always, I looked at what they did. So the build of the home improvement site had a link in the footer next to the copyright, which was the link to the web designer. So every site he builds, he has a link back to his own site as a web designer. And kind of that's what we're doing in the footer of all the DFY sites, but we did them that they're not coming back to DFY, they're coming back to you guys for your individual email addresses on the contact form. We didn't make it a hard link back to a website. We made it a link through a contact form so that I guess we could have changed an X field in the footer, but then if you guys don't change it and we leave it as the standard, then it goes the wrong place. So I think that's why we took it down. We used to do that a long time ago and we took it off. So now all it is the link to the contact page, the secondary contact page, which is a simple form to contact you guys as the web designer. But again, all these things are really coming together nicely where we can change niches, we can add to what we have, and we can make it better for all you guys. We are updating Painter. So you'll have two versions of Painter. The newer version, like what we're doing now, and the older version, we're just going to leave it. And as well, we also have updated the pest control, which you'll have the older version and you'll have the newer version with the footer and the extras that are in it now. Going forward, they're not done. They're not in the members area. I think we're very close to having the secondary. We call it web design, but in reality, it's web design. I'm going to say more towards contractors. So it's a secondary web design in the newer build look that you guys will be able to use to sell your services to small businesses and contractors, because that is what we do.
And that site's going to be super exciting, Robert, because when you people who I've mentored and talked to throughout the years with MPP have always gone, where do I get started, or how do I build a site, or why, there's one chap I spoke to a few weeks back who has now asked our devs to build him a unique site for himself. Now that's costing him a lot of money. It's not, it's not like the price of a DFY theme. It's going to be, it's going to be in the thousands to have it built for him. And it's only because he gave up on trying to build his own MPP website, getting his head around all the X fields and all the content. And I mean, there is an awful lot involved with each of the themes that we create for you guys. But we've been keen to get the new versions out as quickly as we possibly can. As Robert said, there's a 2 or 3 themes that we're keen to get the new versions up. We're going to leave a lot of the old versions up as well for the inner circle members. Moving forward, when we start selling the themes out, the original versions may not be added to the sales pages for people. But basically, currently on the front page, we've got of DFY Magic Themes, we've got about 3 or 4 themes on there already at $9.97. And the cheapest, and we're always open and honest with this, the cheapest price, if we decide to do offers, will come down maximum, 56, anything between 40 and 50% maximum ever on a theme, if we choose to run those offers. It's very much each theme, as you guys know, with all that content, an easy install now with one file.
Okay, hold the phone.
Yeah.
Big announcement. Mr. Bob Track sold a site this week. He's probably drinking vodka. He may not be comprehensive in a few minutes. So if you guys have questions, you better ask him quickly because he'll be.
I'll tell you what, Bob. What we're gonna do? What we're gonna do, right? Don't give away a thing, Bob. Right? Because we're in all the groups, right? And the inside secrets I want to keep for the inner circle people only, right? But we want to celebrate with you, my friend, of selling a site, and that's we're look at the smile on Bob's face, everyone, right?
No, he's not smiling.
It proves it can be done, you know, to be able to. I don't, Bob. I'll tell you what. Let's share with everyone. Do you mind sharing how much you did it for? You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, here I am. Hi.
You happy to share how much you sold a site for, or do you want to keep that secret?
5.
Wow!
5,000.
Look at that. Now the original investment, right? And I don't mind sharing with people. You know, Bob is a lifer, right? And we did a crazy deal at the very start of this. And it I can't remember the exact price, but I mean
it doesn't even matter. But you know, here let me say something, because I was just about to go on this conversation before I saw that thing in the chat. I was just about to say, I posted in Facebook today in the free group that the way that you look at this is go to Google and ask Google, what are people charging for custom websites? What are people charging for maintenance of websites? And Google will answer you. They'll give you all kinds of information. So I took a couple of clips of the info from Google, and it comes back around to, guys, they're selling sites, right? 5-page sites, probably very little content, for $500 is the minimum, right? And then they go up from there to $2,500. That's a 5-page site with no content per to speak of. I guarantee they're very simple. You see ads all the time for $197, $247, sometimes $97. They're bait and switch. They get them in the door. By the time they leave, they spent $2,500 to $5,000 for a website, because nobody wants a 3-page website. You guys are out the door offering a minimum 12-page website without the magic page. The magic page becomes the magic number. You guys can make it 250 pages. You can make it 500 pages. It doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, it's what your confidence level is in what you're offering. And in those pages, Google is backing you up. Google is telling you what people go and search for. Because when they want a custom website that's going to do this, this, and this, and let's be transparent. Some of the customizing things that people want done are insane. And you don't want to go down that road. You want to outsource whatever they want to do. You know, they want the pages to flip over backwards and, you know, come out and grab the guy by the throat. When you get into that kind of customizations, it's very expensive and it's very hard to do. But for what we're doing, the small business owner is going to be thrilled to have a site like this. And when you offer the location pages on top of it, you have the whole thing. You have the whole package. So the pricing, I worked it out, comes out to about $100 per page on average to have a custom site built, right? So at $1,200, you have a 12-page site. That's not inclusive of the magic page or the magic page license, but you're in the game at under $100 per page in what we're doing easily. So your confidence level has to be, I have a great website. It's going to do all these things when you're talking to these clients. And I know Bob is confident. I know Bob has done enough stuff on websites now. $5,000 isn't enough for what he's offering, but it's okay. You take the $5,000, you go to the next guy. And when that guy's happy, you say, hey, tell me 3 other companies that you know of that aren't in your niche. Don't ever ask them for the same guys that they're trying to market for. Go to the other outside niches, and they'll give you referrals, because I know Bob is going to take care of that guy, and he's going to sell them a few other things. But that's awesome, Bob.
Yeah.
That's right on point.
Hey, Bob,
Uh-huh.
will you do me a quick favor? Will you say
Uh-huh.
goodbye? Will you say goodbye to all the free Facebook groups out there? Because we're going to say goodbye and talk about this on the inner circle only now.
Okay,
So-
goodbye. Join quickly and you can come and hear all the inside tips.
including hearing what Bob said. So if you want to join, guys, and you're not in the inner circle, it's DFY Magic Themes live number 4U. Head over there, dfymagicthemes.com/live for you. And we're going to say goodbye to those groups. Oh,
Can everybody